Hey family, what's good, y'all? This is Ryan Jackson from Ryan Jackson LLC. Hope you guys are having a blessed and wonderful day. I want to get into something that has been bothering me over the last week and a half. And I touched on it last week with regarding Snoop Dogg's movie, The Underdogs. The little boy in that movie that was like cursing up a storm. Like the stuff this little boy was saying, no child that age should be saying. I mean, it's one thing when you saying it amongst your friends, but when you saying it to an adult, a 50-something-year-old adult that's playing the role of a teacher, so to speak, your coach, that is not cute and it's not funny. It's not cute and it's not funny. It's not. And we have to stop encouraging it. Funny I say that because this bad word bathroom challenge is one of the dumbest, absent-minded things I've seen on social media. And I've seen a lot of dumb, absent-minded things on social media. This bad word bathroom challenge is not cute. It's not funny. No, and it should not be encouraged. I saw a clip on X where a black lady allowed her son to go into a room. I guess I don't think it was a bathroom. I think it was like his bedroom or somewhere, and say bad words for like 45 seconds. Anything that came to his little mind. He said the B word. He said the F word. He dropped some F bombs. Said the B word. Said SHIT. You know, stuff. And this little boy couldn't been no older than 5 years old, maybe six, maybe 5 or 6. Little boy, probably barely in grade school, could barely read and write, but he's saying cuss words. We don't encourage our children to learn. This is Black History Month. Not only February, but all year round, they should be learning about the history of our people. Why don't you do that challenge? Why don't you do the reading challenge? How to write a letter challenge? How to do basic mathematics challenge? How to read a book challenge? All this cursing is not cute, and it's all fun and games until that child starts saying those words to you. The words that you're letting him say in the bathroom, these bad words, it's all fun and games until he starts cursing out a teacher, cursing out an adult, any adult, family member, his coach, basketball, football coach, and then the parent or parents. It's all fun and games until that happens. Then you want to knock their teeth out. How dare him speak to me that way? Their disrespect. Well, no, no, you encouraged it. You play a part too. If you want to slap your children, discipline them and knock their teeth out, someone should slap you and knock your teeth out too. Because you encouraged little your little son or daughter to say these words. You encouraged it. Be the parent. Stop being cool. Stop being your children's peers. You're a parent. You're not their friend. You're not their best friend. That annoys me when people say, "Hey, my mom was like my best friend. My daddy was my best." No, they're not your friends. I would not never put, not never, not never. Wow, it's only in my caps when I said that. I would never put my late father, my biological, and my stepdad my mother on the same level as my friends. I would never do that. And I'm almost 50 years old. I would never do that. My mother raised me. My stepdad raised me, helped raise me. My biological father brought me into this world. How dare me to put them on the same level as a friend? I wouldn't do it. Stuff I told my friends, the way I speak amongst my friends, I can't speak that way to my mom. I wouldn't dare curse in front of my mother or my dad when he was alive. And I'm almost 50 years old, y'all. I'm a lot older than 5 and 6 years old, 12 and 13. I'm at OG status. Y'all see these grays, and I wouldn't dare use the language that these kids are using now. I wouldn't speak the way in front of my auntie. I have an auntie that's 13 years older than I am. I wouldn't dare speak that way in front of her. I have older cousins. I wouldn't dare speak the way in front of them. Well, I'm not going to even mention my aunties and uncles, my older aunties and uncles. I wouldn't dare use that language in front of them. I just would not do that. I wouldn't use that language in front of my mother in law, in front of my best friend's mother, my deceased best friend, James Jones. I wouldn't use that language in front of his mother. And she's like my second mom. I wouldn't dare do that. It's called respect. Respect. Why don't we do a challenge about kids respecting adults? Do that challenge. This whole bad word bathroom challenge is stupid. It's idiotic. It's just people will do anything for clicks and likes. It's what would we do? What would you do for a Klondike bar generation? That's what we're living in. What would you do for a Klondike bar? I act a damn fool for a Klondike bar. I'll jump around on one leg, tap my head, and rub my stomach at the same time for a Klondike bar. Looks stupid. And this bad word bathroom challenge is detrimental to our kids. It's doing them no favors. All you're doing is encouraging bad behavior. You're encouraging them to go down the wrong path. It may be all fun and games on the internet, but when they curse at somebody, at a cop, at a teacher, principal, basketball, football coach, an adult family member, then their parents, it ain't so cute then, is it? The very parents that think it's cute when they say these same words to you, calling you a B, calling you a H, calling you a MFer, cursing you out, it ain't so cute then, is it? But you're encouraging it. You essentially creating your own little monsters. And we wonder why these kids don't have the direction that they lack the direction that they need. We can't understand why. We can't understand why when they go to school and the teachers are complaining, and rightfully so, that your kid is misbehaving, is being belligerent. You don't want to believe it. Not my child. It must be you. No, if I have a little fool in my classroom, it's because that little fool is being raised by an even bigger fool, the parent or parents. Bigger fools create a little fool. I'm gonna repeat that again. Bigger fools create little fools. And we wonder why, we can't understand why we had a problem we do now in society. Why these kids are so unruly, why they don't respect adults. It starts at home. It starts at home. No home training, no discipline. Yeah, we cursed, but we didn't say it amongst with an adult around. We did not dare say curse words when adults were around, and it didn't even have to be our parents. It could have been Mr. Charlie, Mr. John down the street, Mr. Charlie down the street, one of our elders, a deacon or a mother in the church or in the neighborhood, because we had older people in our neighborhood. We did not dare say a curse word around them. Did not dare. And when I was coming up, when you said curse words or words you shouldn't say or things that you shouldn't say, you looked around. Man, blank, 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 blank. I'm gonna blank, 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 blank. Then the adult come. What y'all boys talking about? Oh, nothing, nothing. We just, talking about the game last night. Or if you said something and they thought that you said it or they heard you, what you say? What you say, young man? Oh, nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. I didn't say it. That's what I thought. Let me tell your mama and daddy what you said. And you had to get dealt with when you got home. That's the time I came up in. You won't believe what Ryan was saying where he was with his friends. I heard him using all kind of language. I know he wasn't raised that way. Y'all go to church. I see y'all go to church on Sunday, Tuesday evenings, and Friday evenings. Y'all don't speak that way. So I know Ryan got it from somewhere. He didn't get it from y'all. That's what the neighbors would tell my parents. Ryan was at the corner. I saw him over there. I heard him. I couldn't believe my ears what he was saying with these other young boys. Oh, is that right? Ryan said what? They would bring me, call me to the carpet in front of the neighbor who told them what I said, and right there, Ryan, Mrs. Or Mr. Such and such said that they heard you saying this, that, and the other, saying some stuff that you had no business saying out there in the corner with your friends. Is this true? I couldn't lie. Why would the neighbor lie to my parents about what I was doing, what they heard? Why would they lie about that? That's the thing. We don't. We sit up here and say it takes a village to raise a child, but then when the village steps in, don't you correct my child? Who do you think you are? No one says you have to spank the child. No, don't put your hands on no one's child. No, you don't do that. But you say, hey, young man, young lady, don't speak that way. That's not cute. That's not becoming. You don't tell me what to say, you MF. That's where we at now. And then we wonder why we can't understand why we had the problems that we do today. We cannot understand why because these children are not being corrected at home. There's not a daddy in the house that said, "Boy, don't make me take off this belt and tear your behind up." There's not a mama in the house or a mama that's going to say, "Don't make me tear your behind up." No, children are being disciplined, but it goes to a level. It's like when the parent is just at their wits' end, then they want to discipline. But you have to nip it at the bud. You have to nip it in the bud. Nip it in the bud. Don't let it get to that point. Why does it take something to happen before you're disciplining your children? If you're doing that, nip it in the bud. Don't you say this and that and that and that. Now you're gonna hear it in school. I can't help that. You're gonna hear it out here when we goes to the store out here in the street. I can't help that. I can't shield your ears. But don't you say that language in here. You don't hear me speaking that way. Be the example. And it's kind of funny I say that because people in my family cursed. It was one of those things. I'm an adult. you a child, stay in a child place. You don't say what I say. If you do, life as you know it will be over. Don't you say what I say. Don't you do what I do. That's the time I came up in. But it also helps if the parent or an adult don't curse in front of the children. That helps as well too. That helps more so actually because you're setting an example. You're setting the example. Now, we know our children are not going to grow up being perfect angels. Just because you don't curse in the household or you may not curse in the household doesn't mean that they're not going to hear those words at school, out on the street. I get it. But you have to set the example and have to lay down the rules. Like I said a couple minutes ago, they may hear it out here on the street, in school. Chances are they will, especially in school, but you have to let them know, no, that's not the right proper way to speak. Now, when you become an adult, I may not agree with what the things you say, but you're an adult and you got to be held accountable for your actions. All I could do is teach you and show you the way. When you're an adult, you can do your own thing, but you do know right from wrong. Like my parents told me, you do know right from wrong. We cannot sit up here and say our children are going to be do everything right because we didn't do everything right. We still don't do everything right as adults. I'm almost a 50-year-old man. It's mistakes I still make, and I really know better. My old behind, I know right from wrong. We all stray, but that doesn't mean I wasn't taught because I was taught by my mom and my dad, my grandparents, people at church, people in the neighborhood. I saw examples. My late great best friend James Jones, his dad was an excellent example of what a black man should be. God fearing man, hardworking man. He was the epitome of what a father and a husband is. So was my dad. So was my uncle, my uncles, my pastor, elders and deacons at church. So I had examples of great black men. I thank God for that. I thank Allah God for that. I feel sorry for these young boys coming up now, young ladies. They don't have examples of good examples of role models, um, a black male, a positive black male role model, a positive black woman role model. They don't have that. I feel bad for them. My heart goes out to them because the people who are supposed to be the adults and show them the way, they've violated them. And we know with molestation and rape, sexual assault, God, it's just something. Then the kids seeing their parents, a lot of them see their parents or parent or adults abusing alcohol and drugs. It wasn't known when I was a child, but now it's like it's encouraged in the rap music, on TV. So these children, social media plays a huge part, a huge role in this, huge role. We didn't have social media when I was coming up. There weren't too many TV shows that encouraged bad behavior. They weren't allowed on TV. We have positive, conscious rap music. I feel sorry for these young people now. I feel bad for them. With that being said, parents, be your the role model for your children. Don't depend on athletes, entertainers, and Hollywood. They're all screwed up. They so screwed up in the head. They don't know they left from their right, up from down, right from wrong. Don't depend on them. Don't depend on these athletes. You be the role model. Find somebody in the mosque, in the church, whatever, an OG in the neighborhood, a positive that's doing the right thing. You have a lot of black men out here that's doing the right thing, a lot of black women. If you don't want to be your child's role model, let them be a role. Let allow someone in your area, a relative who you trust. I remember we had the boys and girls clubs. They closed a lot of them. Maybe it could be a coach if your child likes to play sports or anything. They could be your child's role model or mentor. Do not depend on these athletes and these entertainers in the world of Hollywood. Do not. I'll be more than happy to be a role model. Let them watch my videos. Dr. Boyce Watkins, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, the brothers and sisters in the Nation of Islam, Dr. Claude Anderson. There are plenty of positive role models out here for your children. We care. We love our children. So this bad word bathroom challenge, it's not cute. It's not funny. It's an injustice to our children and it's detrimental to them. Please cut it out and stop it because it's all fun and games and y'all doing it for clicks and likes. But when that same child turns around and gets older and is cussing you out and you're not understanding what that teacher was telling you, then it ain't gonna be all fun and games then. And when they're in the courtroom in handcuffs in an orange jumpsuit with letters on the back that says DOC, Department of Corrections, then it ain't gonna be fun and games. When that white man or black woman or black man, whatever, when that judge says, I sentence you to such and such and such and such, just go back and remember this bad word, bathroom challenge. Because disrespect starts at home. Children do not come out the womb being disrespectful. It's being taught. And that's what this is. You're teaching your children to be disrespectful. Let's teach them something positive. Teach them how to be respectful. Let's do that challenge. Do a challenge of them reading books, doing basic mathematics, writing a letter, learning how to write a letter. The internet is a great tool. Let's use it for a good purpose, for good purposes. Let's not use it to be destructive. Please, I urge you, Black parents. I say this in love. On that note, I'm gonna hop off of here. Hit that thumbs up button, smash that thumbs up button down. Hit the subscribe button so you get notifications. I want to do videos on here. Drop your comments below and let me know what you think. Please. I would like to know where you stand on this. Please, 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 please. Till next time, y'all take care. Support my YouTube channel, my podcast. I need y'all love and support. I cannot do these without y'all. Please, please show your brother love and support. I love y'all immensely. Y'all be safe. Beware and be aware. The devil is busy now more than ever before. So be safe. Till next time, I love y'all. Take care. I'm out. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.